Hi everyone, this is your Young People's Love Tap video. My siblings are not nice to me. Okay, here we are. This is one of the most common things that happens to young people all over the place. It's been going on for decades, and I have quite a few things to say about it, and then I'll give you some tips if you're in that boat. So number one, just because it's common does not make it appropriate, correct, right, or healthy. In a healthy environment, one or both of the parents, at least one, is going to be saying to you and your siblings that you have to be nice to each other. Why? Because you're a family. Families are supposed to be about love and compassion and kindness. And then there's families where the kids gang up on each other, the siblings gang up on each other, or they're mean to each other. Then they go outside in the world like, oh yeah, we're this happy family. Then they go home and then they're nasty. No. If that's going on for you as a young person, I've got to say, number one, it's a sign of dysfunction in the family, even though it happens all the time. There's nothing right about that and nothing okay about that. Now, I do have to say, with my young people, my three children were highly aware at a young age that they were not allowed to be mean to each other. They weren't allowed to bully each other. Whether they liked it or not, they had to get along. And that didn't always make them happy, but guess what? Like, as they got older and they could see how siblings treat each other, they were appalled because it's terrible. So if this is going on for you, it's a sign that there's some unhealthiness in the family, in the dynamics. You know, it can be lots of things. It can be low emotional intelligence, low abilities in the area of emotions and processing. It can be a number of different things. Whatever the source is, I've got some ideas for you, but what I want you to know is this can be a source of young people having low self-esteem. It can also cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause a lot of problems. So if you're in a situation where your siblings aren't nice to you and you can't interrupt that or get that handled within the family dynamic, then this video is for you and how you can impact it so that you don't walk around life feeling wounded, like you're not good enough, like everybody else is better than you. No. You are good enough. You're a wonderful person. If you're not, look at my video on character and integrity. You might need to boost some things or change some actions that you're doing. But at any rate, this is a very significant problem, and you don't want to be at the whim or be the victim of the fact that you were bullied in your own family by your siblings, or your siblings were so mean to you. And siblings can be really awful. I know, that's just not okay. Don't allow that. So here's some tips for you. Number one, this is not your fault that your siblings treat you badly. This belongs as a parental responsibility. Parents need to manage and maintain the family dynamics. So somebody's kind of AWOL on their job, but it's not your fault. So I want you to ditch any shame or embarrassment you might have that your siblings are not nice. And they might be more than not nice. They might be really cruel or vicious, which breaks my heart. But again, I'm talking to you, and I'm going to give you the actions to take so that this does not become baggage for you to carry around the rest of your life. We don't want you carrying around baggage. That's no fun. You want to be freed up and happy in life. Okay, so number two, you're not inferior to your siblings who might be being mean or bullying or whatever they're doing. You're not inferior to them. So I don't care what they're saying to you. Don't let that define you. You're not inferior. You're just as good as, maybe even better. And so it's not your fault. And this is not you. The next thing is, when you are growing up or you're a young person and you've had siblings who've been unkind, mean, cruel, whatever, you know, this is emotional pain at its best because it's painful. And what would be helpful to you is to learn how to deal with your emotions so that you can identify, manage, process, and deal with your emotions. That's a really powerful skill set to have. And quite frankly, it's sadly lacking in the world where we have old people or older people and they have no idea how to identify their emotions, how to process it. So they're angry, but they're pretending they're not, or they're passive aggressive. We have all kinds of problems. So you as a young person, you don't have to have those problems because you can grow and develop and avoid all that bad stuff. So it is emotional pain, and learning the skills will help you in every way, in every area in life. And I have blog posts about emotional pain. I have a video about emotional pain. This is something to learn and grow and develop as well as your emotions. The next thing that this can contribute to, so if you've had this, it's a terrible thing. It is really awful. But this can help you build resilience. So instead of just saying, oh, there's nothing I can do, my siblings are just cruel, or they're this, or that. No, you're going to build resilience, you're going to build skills, and you're going to rise above this so that you don't have this terrible future. Because I want you to have a bright, happy future, and you can have it even if people are mean to you, because you can overcome that. So assertiveness is going to help you build skills that are valuable in every area of life. I've got a video about that. You want to put that on your list because that will really help you everywhere. It might not change your family dynamics. They might be mean to you for the rest of your life, but if you learn assertiveness, you'll be able to boost your confidence, how you feel, raise your self-esteem, and you'll know that you got their number and they're not going to be able to impact you like they were before you got assertiveness in your bucket, in your toolbox. Okay. Another thing that's going to be very valuable, very critical, is that you as a young person engage in self-care. I have a whole video and blog post about that. That can be fun. Like, make it fun, people. Okay. There's just no need to be boring. There's no need to not have fun. Do self-care and have fun doing it. Okay. The other thing that will really help you is if you become a person of integrity and character. I have a whole video about that. I have a blog post about the magic of integrity. In fact, I think I have another video about just on integrity. But you want to be, as a young person, a person of character and integrity. That is going to help you all over in life. It's certainly going to boost how you feel about yourself. It'll boost your self-esteem. It's going to give you more friends. Just look at those other videos because this is very helpful if you're dealing with siblings who are mean to you or not nice. The other thing that's going to help you all over in life is if you have really great friends. No shady people, no bad people, no backstabbers, gossipers, blah, blah, blah. No, you want really nice people and really good friends because that is going to help you with the next thing, which is to be well loved. I have a whole video about being well loved. And, if you grew up in a family or you're in a family that the siblings have not been nice to you, it's extremely likely that you don't feel well loved because in your own family, it seems like they don't love you. Be well loved, and you can be well loved even if your siblings are not nice to you. You don't have to be the victim of this family bad stuff. I mean, I could say so many things. But the other thing to keep in mind is all of my videos and blog posts are about growth and development. And that, is really fun. Trust me, if it's not fun, I pretty much don't do it. Or I find a way to make it fun. Because I'm a fan of fun. I'm a fan of happiness. I'm a fan of living a wonderful life because life is delicious and life is, can be so remarkable. But if you're dealing with siblings who aren't nice to you and that's been going on for a while, that can leave you really disempowered. So we want to get you empowered. We want to get you feeling happy and healthy and moving on. So I hope this has been helpful. And please let me know how I can help you have a great life. Take care.